Okay, first off, Ms. Tate, could you please tell us about what you do here for Student Support Services, more specifically in helping students with the transition from high school to college?
Okay. Well, I am an academic tutor coordinator for Student Support Services, and we serve, we're on a federal grant, and we serve 221 students who are first-generation, low-income students that need all the extra help they can get. So we put about 25, 30 students in two sections of our MSU 101 to try to teach them time management, study skills, things that they may have lost in transition during that senior year to college here.
Okay. Have you noticed any differences in the preparedness of students coming into college since the No Child Left Behind Act?
No. That may be one of the biggest issues. I'll have to say, other than the reading part, students seem to be less ready now than they were before. By that, I mean, I think there's too much wasted time during that senior year of high school, obviously. For whatever reason, there's too much wasted time. Students are obviously getting a lot of the big classes out of the way, and during their senior year, they're just not having to work as hard. So you spend a whole year not working as hard. Then when they get here, if they did have good time management, it doesn't work here. So with most of our students, and I'm saying about 90%, come in with very little time management, no study skills, no study habits. So we're trying to work on those issues. So that's something that definitely needs to change. The senior year needs to be a little more aggressive, and I see students worse off in those areas, not ACT-wise, but in the areas of time management and study skills.
Okay. What do you think about standardized testing for high school students?
Well, you know, it has its pluses and its minuses. You know, a lot of students will come in and they'll say, well, I've got a 16 ACT, I'm going to have to take developmental math and English, and they see that as a very negative thing, but it does help them, you know, to do better. I'm not sure standardized tests are a good measurement of what you can do in college. I think they're supposed to be a good measurement of that, but I see students where I teach the social work classes, they may have a 15, 16, and you know, you need to have an 18 to even get in here without appealing. So if you have a 16, I see some of those students work so hard that 16 didn't mean a whole lot.
Yes.
But then sometimes you can see students with a 16 that want to do something in another field, biology or something, that they will really, really struggle. So.
Do you consider that teachers have begun teaching to the test and not teaching critical thinking skills?
That could be a possibility, yes, because everybody wants to improve their scores. And sometimes I think there's a lot of focus on improving scores and less on critical thinking and less on what you can do as an individual. You know, sometimes when your job's based on those scores, you know, it's easy to lose the transition of helping each student or helping students, period. So I do think they put, you know, a little much focus on the testing, but what choice have they been given? You either bring the test up and your school's in decline, or you don't have a job.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome.